life is suffering. The first time I heard that phrase, I was probably a young buck watching some Samurai Jack, but the first time I clearly remember hearing it is in college. I was taking an intro to philosophy, and really the class was it was a world religions class. And for those of you who know, Buddhists believe in, I believe, there's like four noble truths. The first one being life is suffering. And in the teachings, well, I guess let me backtrack. The story of Buddha goes is that he's this young prince who's grown up in royalty, right? His father kind of shields him for the world. He has him in this palace, and he's basically growing up with all these beautiful women. Death is hidden from him, and all he knows essentially is a facade. His life at that point in time is a facade. And he's curious. He almost has that itch to know more. He wants to find truth, and he wants to leave the palace, the safety of the palace, that is. And when he steps out, I believe he sees a diseased man who's dead in the street, an old man, and then I might have fucked it up. I think it's a sick man, an old man, and a dead man. And he realizes that, oh shit, life's not all sunshines and rainbows. And looking back on this class, right, I feel like almost in a sense Buddhism is kind of black-pilled. And if you don't know what that means, just it's basically nihilism, that everything is meaningless. It's pointless because at the end of it all we die. And there was a point in time in my life where, this was like a very, very dark time where I thought that was the truth. This was after a very intense psychedelic experience, and it took me a while to kind of reframe my way of thinking. I used to think, well, I still think life is suffering, right? Life is suffering. We unfortunately, like I said in one of my previous videos, unfortunately, one of the deals with being alive is, eventually you're gonna have to pass. And as you age, you see loved ones pass. You see people who you grew up with make choices that end up altering their life, whether it's them ending up in prison, them ending up dead. The outcomes are not really the important thing here. The point is that in a certain sense, life is suffering, right? Life, the major parts in our life are mostly suffering: heartbreak, death, sickness, anything else that comes to mind is suffering. But I don't know when exactly it was, but my frame of thinking changed, and I want to say that it's so simple. It's all about perspective, really. I'm the kind of guy who sees things as the glass as half full. I always choose to see the positive, even when it's probably not appropriate to look at the positive. Or I'm providing positive perspective when in reality people just wanna vent and work through their emotions. But I mean, that's just the kind of person I am. I always choose to see the good in every situation, regardless of how fucked up things may get. And don't get me wrong, like, I've had my moments in life, and I mean, shit, sometimes even now, right? Like, I'm not perfect. I have bad days. I get in my, I guess I wouldn't say depressed, but I get in my moods, right? But I always choose to put my best foot forward, and I choose to get up. I choose to be happy. I wouldn't even say be happy. Fuck being happy. Being happy is kind of overrated. Not that you shouldn't chase happiness. I mean, the Constitution, I'm pretty sure it's the Constitution that says we have the will to pursue, or we have the pursuit of happiness. It's one of the things that makes America so great, right? Because in other countries, you're not afforded the same opportunities you are here in America. And I've always chose to go down the positive path. And again, life is suffering, but thankfully, at least here in America, you get to choose your suffering, right? Again, we're not all dealt the same cards. We're not all dealt the same hand at birth, but that's just the luck of the draw. At the end of the day, you get your hand and you play it the best way possible. You got to choose to figure out how to get yourself from point A to point B. It's your responsibility, and I think a lot of people don't necessarily understand that fact, right? The fact that their life is in their hands. The fact that it's almost as simple as putting on your shoes, right? And I maybe this is something that's easier said than done, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not the type of guy who believes in, me personally, I may have had depressive states, but I don't believe in long-term depression. I don't believe that depression is a sickness that can't be cured, or it's something that you have to be medicated for the rest of your life. I believe the root cause of depression is unfulfillment and lack of purpose. And I think that because life here in America is so easy, we take for granted the safeties and securities we have. We take for granted the opportunities that we have. At the end of the day, you can choose. I don't know if anybody's seen this post, but basically, you choose your hard, right? Is it hard to go to the gym, or is it hard to go to the doctor because you're overweight and now you need to see a fucking nutritionist? Is it hard to wake up? I mean, this is an extreme, but is it hard to wake up at 5 in the morning or 12 p.m.? Is it hard to go to bed early, or what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just keep in mind, somebody always has it worse than you. And I'm not saying your problems aren't valid. You're not allowed. I wouldn't say not allowed. Don't feel like you're not allowed to have problems or feel a certain way about your situation. But this is just my personal take on things. Somebody always has it worse. Somebody always has it worse than me. If I'm broke, at least I got a fucking house over my head, food in my fridge, and I'm trying to do something to put myself in a better position, because somebody across the fucking world doesn't have that. Somebody doesn't have a roof over their head. They just lost their fucking parent. They just lost a limb because they're in a war-torn country. They don't have food to eat because whatever the case is, right? I just always understand that somebody has it worse than me. And not that it makes me feel better, but it makes me feel like, fuck, if this person was watching me, how would they feel? They would probably be envious of my situation, right? Regardless of how hard I think my personal situation is. And with that, I'll leave you with this. Life is suffering. But thankfully, again, at least here in America, you get to choose your suffering. So choose wisely. Choose your hard. Thankfully, we have free will and we get to choose. You know, your life isn't, I mean, whether or not you believe in fate, destiny, I'm a person of free will. I believe everybody has their own individuality, and you know, yeah, there are patterns and things that happen in life that may steer us in one way, but at the end of the day, we all have autonomy and we all have choice, and your life is the way it is because of the choices that you've made. So the quicker you learn to accept responsibility for your life, the sooner it'll get better. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm about to grub up. I haven't eaten yet. I just finished doing some dashes. I'm gonna hit legs with the broski, and shit. That's it, man. Let's fucking get this food in us and get ready for a mean ass workout. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Plug in the mic. Cool. All right. There's no time like now. Oh shit. Motherfucker. Okay. Alright. Alright. Motherfucker. Come on. Oh, yes, sir. Come on. Yes, sir. All right. Three. Three easy ones, baby. Fire. Come on. Yes, sir. Come on. Easy money. Yeah, that's just that. I love that shit. And it condenses so easy too. I feel like it doesn't take up that much room. It's almost like a whole person. Well, like a little person. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking wee man. Alright. Oh, come on. Ooh. Okay. Oh, motherfuck.
That's crazy. The bar starts bending.
It's an illusion. Mind freak. Alright. Now or never. Everyone wants to be strong, but nobody wants to lift some heavy ass weights. Give me the strength to lift this fucking bitch. Okay. All right. Come on. Come on. Yes, sir. Come on. One more. Yes, bitch. Motherfucker. Come on. Baby. Baby. It's a fire angle. Let's see. The video don't lie, bro. Yeah, I know. That's that Samsulik angle. But better. Alright, let's see. Alright, my fucking heels are planted. Trying to lift my toes. Get my triad engaged. Alright, let's see. Did I go low or nah? I can't fucking tell. Nah? Oh, wow. Fuck it.
Yeah. You just have so much muscle that.
I think my hamstrings are just tight. Or like my hip is tight. It feels like my hip, like... That was nice. All right. Let me stop being a bitch real quick. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? Not you. Not you. Me. Woo. Logs. Boats. Logs. Oh shit. Oh.
That's fine.
That was lit. That was going down. Bitch. Alright, come on, motherfucker. Fuck it, I ain't even gonna go down. I'll fucking get 10. 10 bad buckarooskies. Oh, this motherfucker. That's alright. I'll pump this bitch out. Alright. That's my last one. Alright, it's my last fucking, not my last set, but last fucking stitch. Just so you motherfuckers know what's good. Oh, fucker. That was fuego. It was nice. All right, just to finish up my my rant from earlier. In no way do I claim to be a religious scholar. This is just, it's my own personal opinion and a conclusion that I've come to on my own, right? I think that, I have respect for all religions. I think there's some truth in each one, right? I think Buddhism focuses, my point was that Buddhism focuses on detachment, right? In order to reach nirvana and reach enlightenment, essentially. The goal in life is to detach yourself from the physical world, detach yourself from the emotions, and, I don't believe that that's the right way. I believe that, in a sense, yes, you should learn to detach yourself, right? You should learn to detach yourself from the bad things that are happening to you because, sometimes things are just out of your control. There are things in life that are going to happen to you that, unfortunately you can't do anything about. The things that you should focus on are the things that you can control. So things like your diet, your wake-up time, your exercise routine, should you choose to exercise. And I think that instead of detaching yourself from your emotions, yes, you should be able to observe your emotions, observe your thoughts, and analyze them, and then make a decision on how to proceed, but you should not react to your decisions, right? Unfortunately, in this America, majority of men are growing up without father figures in their lives, and studies show that men who are raised by single women are more likely to end up as criminals, end up in jail. I mean, can't really argue with that. And it's no fault of the mothers, right? I would say it's definitely the fault of men not being there for their children. But without the absence of father, with the absence of discipline, men become emotional and they react, and that's how you end up with, these extreme circumstances where people are shooting up schools and raping women, graping. And I think that, and this is a message to mostly men, because that's what I am, right? I resonate with men. I think men should definitely follow the path of self-improvement. I think that you should feel your emotions. You should feel happy, you should feel content, you should feel joy. But on the same token, on the flip side, you should also feel depressed, you should also feel sad. You shouldn't stray away from those emotions. You should definitely feel those and use those as motivators in order to change your situation. The only thing, again, that's gonna change your life is you. The only thing that's gonna change your circumstances is you. So until we learn to take responsibility for our lives and our actions and our decisions, you'll continue to repeat the same patterns that leave you where you are. We as humans are, we like routine. We're humans of habit, and if you're choosing the habits that are leading you one way, and you see what's on the end of that path, you got no one to blame but yourself if you end up fucked up. But again, on the same token, if you're not satisfied with your habits, choose habits that are going to put you in a position to be successful. So with all that being said, I just want to let the world know Jesus is king. I think it's very important to live for something greater than yourself. I think if you just honor yourself. We all worship something. If you worship yourself, I think that's a very bad path to follow. I think that you should live for more than yourself, whether that be family, God, the bigger picture, right? That's what's going to give you fulfillment. That's what's going to give you long-lasting joy. So with that being said, it's been a great day. 2-a-day kicked my ass. I was actually feeling it pretty bad earlier. I'm pretty sure I'm dehydrated. My vision started going a little bit blurry during that second workout. Didn't even get to do arms. So with that being said, I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. Fucking tired. I definitely earned my rest today. So if you're watching this, thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful night.